I want to talk to you about 5 apps that loan you money instantly with little paperwork no matter what.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging from the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about the top 5 best apps when it comes to loaning you money instantly with little paperwork, no matter what. Okay, very important. So, number 5, we have Bridget. Our score, 8.5 over 10. So what we love with Bridget is that you can get up to $250 quickly. Okay, this is kind of cool. First of all, you have to download the app. Okay, and so you can get a 250 really quick. Just tap to get an advance. No credit check, no interest. This is really good. Well, that's what we love here. And the cool thing here is that with Bridget, you can pay it back without hidden fees or tips. Okay, and what we love also with Bridget is that it allows you to actually build credit. In other words, you can build your credit score while you save. Okay, no approval, credit check, or upfront deposit is required. This is really good. And on top of that, the apps is really good because it allows you to stay on top of your credit and identity. Okay, so they're giving you a lot of tools and full credit reports to help you understand and better your credit. So when you think about Bridget, I want you to think about 2 things. Not just first, they are lending you money instantly. We're talking about maximum $250 quickly. And then they also have a constellation of tools that allow you to actually build credit. Very important, okay? And the cool thing is that if you ever experience a data breach, they said that they will cover you for up to $1 million with identity theft protection. So this is really good. So what we think in general is that this is a wonderfully helpful app, okay, that allows you to borrow money for your urgent needs and receive them directly into your checking account. Okay, really wonderful. And so what are the fees? Let's just talk about the fees. So you need to pay $9.99 each month for the membership if you want to utilize the app. So it comes with some kind of membership, okay, $10 every month. So if you are comfortable with that, that's fine. Okay, let's talk about the pros and cons. Here are the pros. The app has special features, okay. So it basically allows you to borrow instantly. So you are able to receive notifications each time you are going to experience an overdraft, okay. And so that way the app helps you keep track of your spending. They have excellent customer support, and they also have due date extension for you. In other words, as a client, you have an opportunity to extend the due date 2 or 3 times if necessary. Here are the cons. Sometimes they have slow money deposit. In other words, borrowers will have to wait for about 1 to 3 business days to obtain the required funds, okay? And this may be too slow for urgent monetary disruptions and other emergencies. And the monthly fee even is kind of high because if you don't need a loan this month, you still need to pay the $10. So that's really a problem here. So overall, we love the credit builder that is part of the Bridget app, okay? And we also love the fact that you can use the credit builder properly to actually beef up your credit score. Very important. Number 4, we have Money Lion. Our score, 8.8 over 10. So when you think about Money Lion, I want you to think about speed. Okay, same thing here. You can get up to $250 with no interest, okay, right away. They actually they have now there is no interest, no monthly fee, no credit check. Everything is very simple, okay. And now the thing is, there are 2 types of membership. You have the core and you have the plus. Now, if you just go with the core, not a problem. You don't pay any fee, any interest, okay? But if you have the plus membership, this will cost you $28 per month, okay? But the plus membership has a lot of perks, okay? And we actually can talk about this in another show. But I think for you right now, if you need emergency cash, just get the core membership, okay? And so you get up to $250 anytime, no interest, no monthly fee, no credit check, okay? And the cool thing here is that you just need to download the MoneyLion app and tap Instacash. You have to tap request, and you have to select the amount you want, okay? And you need to actually specify how soon you would like the funds in your account, okay? So this is what it is. You can choose free standard delivery or pay a small fee to get your funds almost immediately with turbo delivery, okay? Now, what is the whole thing here is that you need to understand that the core membership does not cost anything, but if you select the plus membership, you will qualify for special loans with a 5.99 APR that are suitable for improving your credit rating. Okay. In other words, if you pay extra, the $28 that I just told you about, they can actually help you. They can report your transaction to the credit bureaus and actually give you a loan, even a loan that is higher than $250, and they can actually guarantee that you'll have a loan that has a 5.99 APR, 5.99%. Here are the pros and cons. Pros: there is no credit check, so they accept any credit score. So if you have 300 or 350 or 400, they'll take you, and there are no interest. What about the cons? Well, the plus membership costs $28. That's a lot of cash anyway. I mean, think about that. If you don't need to borrow the funds, you still need to pay $28. So think deeply before getting the plus membership, okay? And you cannot boost your credit rating if you have the core membership, because they don't report to credit bureaus. You need to have the plus membership to see whatever transaction you have with them being reported to the credit bureaus. Number 3, we have here earning. Our score 9.2 over 10. So one thing we love about earning is that you can actually get up to $500. Okay, not $250, but $500. This is really good. And the cool thing is that they can actually so basically, as a borrower, you can obtain only $50 or $100, but you'll be able to withdraw up to $500 a day after several months. So they first want you to establish yourself, to have a relationship with them, and once you're good to go, they can actually increase the amount that you can borrow to $500. Okay, so here are the pros. And now, one thing I want to say here is that with earning, there are no membership fees or other charges. Okay, the amount you withdraw will be taken from your bank account on your next salary day. So here are the pros and cons. So pros: no interest rates. Okay, so this is a great option for customers who want to pay nothing more than the amount of cash they have borrowed. Okay, and you have the money advance thing. So it's the ability to take out the cash you have earned so far but have not been given by your recruiter yet. Okay, so this is suitable only for full-time employees. And you also have the automatic withdrawal, so the funds will be issued and taken directly from your bank account on the next salary day, provided that you have a steady source of income. Okay. What about the cons? This app earning actually is not suitable for the unemployed. So if you don't have stable employment, or even if you don't have a full-time position, you will not be able to qualify. Okay, and they give you a small amount of cash anyway. So why earning? Well, they were just there they are there to serve a purpose, which is to give you the cash you need instantly to take care of the emergency that you have right now. Okay, they have a lot of features, including that one that we love is called Balance Shield, and this is actually a feature that allows you to keep your account balance in check. Okay, and you are able to manage your account balance. You are able to avoid overdraft. So this is really good. Now, how does earning make money? Because a lot of people have asked that question. Well, the thing here is that they actually rely based on what they have said, they actually rely predominantly on tips. So they don't charge anything, but if you like their service, if you're cool with it, you can just give them something. It can be $1, it can be $5, it can be whatever. So they said that they actually their platform is 95% community supported. Okay, and they mainly operate on the tips they receive from their community members. So something to think about. Number 2, we have here Dave. Our score 9.4 over 10. So when you think about Dave, I want you to think a little more generously, because they're more generous. Actually, you can get up to $500 instantly. Not $100, not $250, $500. And what we love here is that you are able to actually you are able to build credit over time with them. Okay. In other words, they actually have a new feature what they call extra cash. So you are able to get and spend up to $500 instantly and build credit just by paying the money back on time. No interest, no credit check, no late fees. Okay, this is really good. And one thing I want to say here is that you need to have an active bank account to connect it to the app, so you can actually get funds fast. Okay, and what we love also is that there are budgeting built-in tools and extra features to help you manage your personal finances. This is really good. So this is really good. You're able to know exactly what's going on here. And in terms of so each month though, you'll have to each month $1 will be charged from your card, allowing you to use this app and services. Okay, so this is what it is. And what we love here is that if you don't have enough funds on your card, you will be notified about it via SMS message or through the mobile app. Okay, so the fees that we have $1 monthly subscription fee. Okay, for every customer who wants to utilize the Dave app. And so you need to connect your credit or debit card via payment method to start using it. Very important. What about the pros and cons? Here are the pros. What we love is that there is no credit check. Okay, so basically, regardless of how decimated your credit score is, you could still qualify. Not a problem. And so they accept any credit score. They have no interest rates. Okay, so you're not paying any interest at all on the loan that you get. And remember, you can get up to $500. What about the cons? Well, in some cases, depending on the state you're applying from, you might need to wait a few days to get funded. Okay, this could be frustrating. Okay, this is something you need to think about, but it is what it is. And they have an extra fee. There's an extra fee if you want to get the funds the same day. So they will charge you $4.99. So if you need the cash real fast, you can get it the same day, okay, or within 2 hours. What we have seen is that in some cases they give you the cash within 2 hours. So, but you have to pay $4.99, okay. And so they have also a small amount of cash, depending on how you look at it. You are able to withdraw up to $500 with the new extra cash features. But some people want more. Some people want like $1,000 or whatever. So something to think about. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about the top 5 best apps that loan you money instantly with little paperwork, no matter what. So I want to talk to you now about number 1, the best of the best in our view. You have Payday Say. Our score 9.8 over 10. Okay, this is great. Now, this borrowing app is suitable for iPhone and iPad users, okay? And so this is something you need to think about. So what it does something totally different. Actually, it allows you to get matched with a large database of direct creditors directly through the app, okay? And you can obtain the amount that you require. Now, the application process is digital and hassle-free, while borrowers only need to insert their personal details and financial information. So this is what it is. Now, when we talk about emergency app, now the repayment period here varies between 65 days and 2 years. So here you really have like a big ass, what we call a big ass app, okay? A big ass instant cash app, okay? You can take out somewhere from $100 to $5,000, and you can use the money for any purpose and obtain the sum within the same business day. Think about it. We have seen people actually get the loan from this app, the Payday Say, this app more than within 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours. The APR here is a little high though. It goes from $5.99 to $35.99. Okay, but the app itself is absolutely free for you. Here are the pros and cons. Pros. In our view, the speed. Okay, this is really a compelling money app to borrow money instantly, and it allows each customer to obtain the necessary financial assistance very quickly. All you need is to submit your web request form on the app and reach multiple creditors. You have security, so your personal and banking data are securely stored. Okay, and they don't do any credit check. There's no credit check. Okay, this is really important if you are worried about not qualifying. So they don't do any credit check. Here are the cons. So the only con, in our view, the only disadvantage here is that they're not a direct creditor. Okay, so the app is not the direct lender, so it cannot make any lending decisions or issue the funds to the borrowers. Okay, so everything depends on your application information, and the lenders will choose whether to lend you the money and on what terms. Okay, so what I want you to think about Payday Say. I want you to think about actually a payday app, okay, that provides financial help for everyone. Okay, very important. And how much money can you borrow? Well, up to $5,000. Okay, $5,000. And now, what are the fees of the loan app? Now, monthly membership fee, they're none, but it really, depending on the kind of a tier you want to get into, you might have to pay $10 to $30 per $100 borrowed. Okay, you might have some same day funding fees depending on the loan arrangement. There might be some external bank account fees. Okay, and there are some late payment fees. Very important to think about that. Let me talk to you about, let me give you an overview. When we talk about loan apps that loan you money instantly, we are speaking, of course, about an alternative way to obtain emergency cash, right? Really important to think about that. And one thing I want you to have in mind is that borrowing cash with an app is kind of cool. But the big question is, why do you find yourself in a situation where you have to constantly borrow money? I mean, I'm talking about borrowing emergency money. That's really important to think about that. You have to think about the fact that this is something you use as a one-time thing. Now, it shouldn't be a habit. You don't want to institute this as a habit of borrowing here $250, $200 every month, because then we have a fundamental problems. And the problem to you here is that what is the foundation of your problems, of your financial problems? Why do you find yourself constantly in financial straits? Okay, if you use this money app as a one-time thing, that's okay. But if you have to use it every month, that's the big question we got to ask. Okay, and one thing you need to understand is that there are a lot of apps that actually loan you money instantly. Okay, but the whole thing here is that you have to think about the fees they charge you, how quickly you can get the cash. Okay, you have to think about the subscription fees also, because they charge you fees in terms of late payment fees or banking fees, whatever, but they also charge you, some of them charge you subscription fees. So that costs a lot of money. I mean, when you really think about it, it really costs a lot of money. So the question for me is, the question that I'm asking you here is that when we talk about how to choose the best cash app, how to choose the best loan app here, you need to think about your needs. You need to think about your the location of the app provider, the security of your data. Okay, you have to think about that. There are a lot of features that are really is important, and here we have actually make the job easier for you by showing you the pros and cons of each app. Now, up to you to make the ultimate decision and choose which one is good for you. But one thing I want to let you know is, if you're having financial problems all the time, maybe it's just better to apply for a loan or a line of credit at a bank or credit union. I think a line of credit is better because it is cash that is there. If you need it, you tap into it. And it is also a cheaper alternative to having a loan app. Okay, very, very cheap, especially if you have a line of credit at a credit union. This is really good. So I want you to think about that, boss. Think about that. One thing I want to say before closing today's conversation here is that, when we talk about borrowing money from a mobile app, the whole question is, can you actually do it safely? Yes, you can. With the technology we have today, it is very possible to actually borrow cash from an app such as Payday Say, Dave, Earning, Moneyline, or Bridget. Okay, not a problem. And all you have to do, you have to download the app onto your smartphone and start using it. Okay, and how much you can borrow? Basically, it goes from $100 all the way to $5,000. Okay, but I will say average $500. Okay, and if you don't have a bank account, the thing here is that you cannot access the app because the money will be deposited into your bank account. So you got to be bankable here, boss. You got to have a bank account. You can't just, like this app, they don't deliver the cash to you in via checks, or no, everything is mobile nowadays. Everything is really mobile. And the thing here is that you just need to actually you need to tap the cash. You need to request cash advance, but most importantly, in most cases, they want you to prove that you will be able to pay the loan back. That's why they want you to actually show them some information about having a full-time job, for example, so they know that you are being paid every 2 weeks, so that your salary, your pay information is stable. You have a steady job situation, okay? And the whole thing here, you can also borrow from PayPal anyway, okay? The whole thing is that there are some restrictions, and you need to meet some eligibility requirements, okay? And they have something called the PayPal working capital. This is actually an opportunity also, but this is better for business owners though, okay? And the one thing I also want to say here is that there are some cash advance apps that work pretty well with Chime, really. So you can actually link Chime with your cash advance app, so you are able to access more of your money. So we have Earning, Dave, and Bridget that actually work pretty well with Chime, okay? And one thing I want to say here is that there are times when you can borrow money and get it instantly. It is possible. It is definitely possible. You just need to be in the right situation, and you have to be using the Cash app for a while. It doesn't happen. It may not happen the first time around, okay? Because the first time around, they want to make sure that they actually study you. They have that relationship with you. They've seen you actually get a loan and repay it, okay? And once you establish that trust on the platform, let's say after 3 months, you can actually get your cash the same day. Before I close today's conversation, I want to really acquaint you with our method when it comes to ranking, reviewing, and categorizing loans on this show. So please check this out. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about the top 5 the top 5 apps that loan you money instantly with little paperwork, no matter what. So number 1, we have Payday Say, 9.8 over 10. Number 2, we have Dave, 9.4 over 10. Number 3, we have Earning, 9.2 over 10. Number 4, we have 8.8. We have Moneyline, 8.8 over 10. Number 5, we have Bridget, 8.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.